Khuble Pibaro Shakatup Khuborjylla Bosco Media Network. Kimat bakong san tang Shillong. Rai ka sarkar bantay patok thamai hatin ring. Bat lekmen uba pol bat ikun swet Harilang Children's Home na thamai. Bat mentangin pasya ki Khubor makambia. Kajingyalang jong kakinhun Menteri Cabinet jong ka sarkar Jylla kablalong hagakat sautri Naiwieng kalamanjur bat rai katu kat ni teli ki kamba kongsan kenang ban pentelun ye ki kamba gergi na kebenta kajingbet jingbiang jong ke Jylla barok kawai. Kani kajing temu ban penkendria ye kapatok sya kani kejaka kanang penyar ye kesorba bathamai. Hakini kajingelang ki Menteri Cabinet larai ban shim salai pusan akar kajaka hatenring New Shillong Township na kebenta bantai ye kapatok bathamai kenang ban penkendria no ye kapatok na Jil Road Shillong Shatenring. Ubak wailat miki Shillau nong aiktin ke sorkar ulay thu da kani karai kajing pendon kampisa lupa jong ke sorkar kalakiu na kalai persen sya kalai 0.1% na karam kumbala jule hagas nembalala. Kiway pat kirai baka cabinet kalashim magani kesngi kilong bantung bat penskem sanpau persen ye kinong tre group D ban ailat ye ke Meghalaya State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission bandon lakajong ke recruitment board bat kan thungkam katkum ki kendon jongka. Ke cabinet kalamanjuru bantung biang yau Justice Shivaji Pandey kum President ke State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission uba kapor terikam jong kan kutno hagan rutrik no pra arjar arpusan. Bat lamanjur bantung sasawut ki dekot jong kani ke commission ki bakentup yau meja unsam bentalang nongsi rupa Paul Chowdhury Nelisa Ferret Karshiying bat Bijoy A Samla.
Brief you all regarding the agenda for the meeting of cabinet held today on 14th of November 2025. So the first one is amendment of the Meghalaya Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act 2006. As you know, that is normal thing where the government of India has allowed us to increase our fiscal deficit from 3 to 3.5 to take loan. That is normally like we have done it last year, but we have to do it every year. So this is normally to increase from 3 to 3.5. The second one is the acquisition of additional land at Tenring, New Shillong Township to serve a corridor between the administrative city and knowledge city. So this is we have taken another 35 acres of land to shift our central jail from here from the present one to New Shillong. The land is for that. And the third one is the amendment to Rule 6D of the Meghalaya Ministerial District Establishment Service Rule 2017 to provide for filling up of 50% of the Group D posts for the from amongst the regular casual worker. As you know that this has been a confusion in the past because there are 2 of 96 where it says that 50% of the posts will be Group D posts will be filled among the RCW, regular casual worker, but there is another OM which came in 2017 which says that all the posts will be filled by direct recruitment. So we just make it clear today that we are going with the 96 OM. We are just amending that from now onward 50% of the Group D posts will be filled from the RCW. And the fourth one is the service rule for the Meghalaya State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission. We are just amending on this where we are where they will be allowed to have their own recruitment board and to recruit their staff. And the fifth one is the proposal for reappointment of the president of the state commission and member to the Meghalaya State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission. Here, as you know, that the term of the Honorable Justice Shivaji Pandey as the president of Meghalaya State Consumer Commission shall come to an end on the 6/12/2025, and as per rule the president of the state commission shall be eligible for reappointment for another term of 4 years subject the age limit of 67 years. So that's why since his term is getting over on 6/12/2025, so we are going for the reappointment of Justice Shivaji Pandey as the president. And another, we have also recommended the name of the members The 4 members recommended are Major Unsam Bantalang Nongset, Shrimati Rupa Paul Chaudhary, Shrimati Nelisa Ferret Kharshieng, and Shri Bijoy A. Sangma. So these are the agenda discussed today in the cabinet.
For the land procurement?
So the rate, you mean to say for the rate. So the rate actually it is 250 per square feet and to 2,691 per square meter. But the government rate is, the DC notified rate is 2,900 per square meter. So we got it below the DC notified rate.
And when does the work begin for construction of the jail there?
No, because now see we are in the process of acquiring the land. So once we acquire the land, then only we can proceed with the construction.
So this land is purely belong to the private party?
Yeah, private party, and it is from the previous owner only, where we previously also we have bought the land for I think for police police reserve or something.
And this land will solely used for the construction of jail?
Jail, for that I think that the clarity is not with me, but for right now as I have been informed that it is for jail.
The area, how much is the area?
35 acres. Okay. As of now, I think we are not in the, definitely we'll try to develop it, but as of now, I think I'm not in the position to say all that, because I think the urban department will be, definitely they will think of something good in order to beautify and to ease the congestion in Shillong.
And what's the timeline, sir, for completion of the acquiring of the land and building the...
See, because we are in the process, because it has to be clear from the cabinet. Then only we are already in talk with the so it is, since it has been brought to the cabinet, so I think very soon it will be clear.
Reverend Padar James Ternyang SDB Director Bosco Integrated Development Society, but Reverend Padar Shempang Dakar SDB Superintendent Jongka Yengri Kunswet Bala Aikerteng Rilang Children's Home Kila pelong ya kejingra kele kemen Children's Day na kebenta ki kena ki basyang basa ha kini ke yeng ha ke kat saw trik unai we. Kini ke yeng ri kun swet ka don hanong Shillong nong thamai. Ha kini ke sengi le kemen ubak pol lingdo menteri ki kampen roy tourism ba menchwa bat menta u advisor jong ke social welfare ulalong u kongsan ban le kemen lang bat ki kun swet ha kini ke sengi. Kinong penya ya Rilang Children's Home kila pediang burom ya uni unong ya lampai ba ubala ais pun ya la Khubor bandon ringkat bat kini ki kun swet ha kini kesengi. Ha ke jingkren lingkot ha kini kesengi uba pol ula penken mau ya ki kena kun swet da kepoong. Khubor jinglong kena kalong Khubor ba kementam ha ke jing em jongi. Ulo ongru amdan uwei ni kawe kebriu kebalat na ke jinglong kena ha ke jing em jongi. Ulakan tu kini ki kena ban long ki bakok ngo ki baminot bat ki badon ke jing angnot ban kiu irat ha ke jing em jong pi. Uba pol ula yoro bat I min sim kini ki reuniam ki bala IT lut ela ke jing em bat ela ki kam ki jam ban ri ban sumar bat ban kentiu ya ka lawai jong kini ki kun swet klem de kmi linti AA ban yo nong na kini ki kam babha. Ula penpau ke jing kemen ke bakam kerpang bandon lang ha gini ke sengi bat kini ki hebred ki ba ka perthai hi kala kelet yaki. Kani ke ying ri kun swet kala kta bat pen umen sim yu ba pol ubala ai ki jing ai sngoba bat ula kularu ban ai di ki tiar put tiar tem kamtam da ka gitar khnang bakin penroy yala ki sap ki phong jongki.
And the center of today's celebrations. I would like to first begin by sharing a joke with all of you. There was this gentleman who was looking for direction, and he found a group of boys. So he asked them, which is the way to the post office? Then the boys told him to first take left and then go right, and he'll reach the post office. The gentleman then turned to the boys. He said, "By the way, I am the new pastor here in town. So I invite all of you to come this Sunday, and I'll tell you how to reach heaven." One of the boys said, "I will not come." He said, "Why not?" He said, "You don't even know the way to the post office. How will you show me the way to heaven?" So it's with a lot of pleasure that I accepted to be in your midst today to share the joy of Children's Day and to remind ourselves that even in the Bible, we are taught that you lead a child in the right way since his early days, and he will not turn away from that path when he turns old. I'm happy that you call this institution a home. A home is much more than a house. A house is a building with furniture, with people, a family, or more than one family sharing that same space. But a home has something more. It has warmth, it has acceptability. And here, all of you belong to different families. You came here, most of you, I was told, are from single parent families. But you are fortunate that you have Father here leading the way by embracing all of you and making you feel at home. Do you feel at home here? Yes. A lot of children these days belong to houses, but they do not have a home. They live in the same space, but even with both parents sharing that space, very few families even spend time together. I know of a family that is so wealthy that each of the 5 children have their own TV sets in their own rooms. There is no way for them to even meet up and gather as a family. And that is one major concern that we see in society today. And yet, I must remind you of 2 eminent names in history. Mothers who actually, that definition would not suit the traditional name that we ascribe to a mother. Just Mother Mary, who conceived Christ through the supernatural power of God, but whose blessings we seek day in and day out. There's Mother Teresa, who never had a husband or a family. and yet became one of the best mothers on earth. And I'd like to quote these lines from Mother Teresa because I'd like you to internalize these thoughts. These words were placed in a plaque at her house, the Mission of Charity in Calcutta. The words say, people are often unreasonable and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest, people may cheat you. Be honest anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give your best anyway. I'd like you to internalize these thoughts because these are the kind of quotations that have given me strength throughout life, and I'm sure they'll give you strength, make you more resilient, and make you realize that you are in a home that is better than a lot of houses and families. And our Department of Social Welfare has taken good care of this house, this home, through Mission Meghalaya. Of course, there are shortcomings, but it would be my endeavor to ensure that we address all the shortcomings, especially when it comes to facilities like the late disbursement of salaries and other challenges in infrastructure. One point I'd like to share with you is to keep in mind that you all are fortunate to be alive. There are children in war-torn zones who are not sure whether they will be around in the next 1 hour or so. You have that space which gives you security, empathy, care, and attention. We would like to continue to support those endeavors. Having seen you perform, how many of you can play the guitar? Can you raise your hand? All right. Okay. I will immediately arrange for at least 2 more guitars. Okay? For today, I've just brought a few items, some fruits, probably as a gift today, but more durable will be very good fancy guitars for all of you. Okay?
Bat da kini ki Khubor ngila poi shi kabakut tat hadut banginde syambiang Khuborjylla.